If you win, we'll give you the money later.
Well, see, they subcontract when they put on. I've been to there's a pub that's in Lake Victoria.
Yeah.
Actually, I know it. I know the one they
Yeah, I just leave it
Being a bit frustrated.
Might pull in an art gallery.
I'm like, I can't pay you or anything. And he goes, yeah, cool, no worries, what time? So,
That's what he's like. He's a pretty cool guy. Video.
Hello.
which one? Oh, I don't know. There's a choice now.
I was actually going to do the welcome, but if you'd like to Newcastle Region Library and to the Lovett Gallery, and thank you all for attending the opening of the Fringe Festival's Art Prize for Emerging Artists. My name is Nick Mitzvich and I'm a representative of the library here, and I'd like to welcome and introduce Councillor Margaret Henry, who is Newcastle City Council's representative. Thank you.
Thanks, Nick. Well, I'm very pleased to welcome you to this wonderful exhibition. 3 years ago, when the Fringe started, I really believe that it was a lot of support from Deborah Mills, a former officer and Director of Community Development, and a wonderful woman, Pat Callaghan, who immediately believed in what the Fringe was doing, and a number of us on council also believed that what the Fringe was doing was livening the art scene in Newcastle and showing the enormous creativity and talent that young people in the city had. I must say that a few of us who were early converts had a bit of battle convincing some of our more staid councillors that the Fringe was really something that was here to stay and making a wonderful contribution to the city. The art exhibition is always one of the great events. I think the first art show that I attended here, that the Fringe organised, was one of the most enjoyable I've ever been to, and I think this one is the same. So I really pay tribute.
Thanks to Emrut, and of course the artists who participate in this sort of event.
We call it tongue in cheek. We love our Sydney. And the reason is that Sydney, people unabashedly love Sydney. The reason for that is that they don't know there's any other city out there. You couldn't have that in Melbourne either, because they would say that it was a Sydney person who set the title. It was quite interesting thinking about this, you know, that you can only kind of go wink, wink, we love our Newcastle. Newcastle apparently has a bit of a problem with self-love. It needs to workshop this issue. There might be a 12-step program for cities. Johnson said, and I don't normally quote from Johnson, but he was actually quoted in the letters section of the Sydney Morning Herald today, so I nicked it from there. Johnson said that patriotism is the last refuge of the scoundrel. And anyway, who needs 12-step programs when you've got art? And fringe art is really the place. I mean, art ought to be on the fringe. You know, if it's in the mainstream, there's something wrong with it. Artists have to be on the fringe. Artists are natural fringe dwellers. Now, what's the view from the fringe as we see it all around us of Newcastle? It's affectionate in some places, it's cynical in others, it's very often a playful view, appreciative but never reverential. If you look at the titles and the words that are part of the artworks, you'll see things like industrial love, forbidden love. And a lot of stuff that we see here does reflect on Newcastle's relationship with industry. Okay, and the penguins coming after all, because the winner in the painting section is Lyndon Rodrigos.